back students. In this video we will discuss about the next topics of molecular basis of inheritance. So what are those? In the previous topics we discussed about the detailed structure of DNA and RNA and why DNA is selected by the nature as a genetic material and why RNA couldn't, and how the genetic information passes from one generation to one generation. Now today we will discuss about, in this video we will discuss about how the scientists are discovered that only the DNA is transferring from one generation to one generation, but not the other biomolecules like proteins, RNA. Why they are not transferring and why DNA is only transferring, whether it is DNA or any other molecule. So at early stages of the development they discovered these are comes under biochemistry and biotechnology. So by using the biochemical principles, by using the biotechnological principles, they discovered that DNA is only transferring from one generation to one generation, but not the proteins and the other biomolecules. So how they discovered, how they demonstrated, what kind of experiments they have performed. So we will discuss now. So first of all, as a part of that, we have to know about one experiment, that is transformation experiment. Transformation experiment. This was done by a great scientist, Frederick Griffith. This was done by a famous scientist, is Griffith. So by this experiment, what he demonstrated? What is the conclusion of this experiment? What is the process of this experiment? We will see now. He had taken a special type of bacteria, that is Streptococcus pneumoniae. So this is species name, this is genus name, and while writing we have to underline it separately. And this is capital, this is small letter. Okay, he had taken Streptococcus pneumoniae and he cultured it. Cultured means nothing. Take a dish and give food to that, add food and keep bacteria. So by utilizing this food, after 24 hours or after 48 hours, entire this cup was filled with the bacteria. So this is culture, bacterial culture. Or if you want to grow some other cells like epidermal cells, retina cells, whatever you want to grow, you can grow by giving this nutrient media. Nutrient media. So if you provide, then the bacteria will utilize that food and starts division. So after 24 hours or 48 hours, the entire cup was filled with the numerous number of bacteria. So that bacteria is Streptococcus pneumoniae. Now, after 48 hours, he observed, actually he had given one type of bacteria. After 48 hours, he observed two types of bacteria here. So that two types, basically they belong to Streptococcus pneumoniae. But these are subtypes. Those are known as strains. See here, now we are in the pandemic of COVID-19. So in the first wave, it is one type of virus, and in the second wave, it is another more dangerous virus is came. How? Because it is changing its genetic structure. So like that in the bacteria, but we are calling the two waves COVID-19 only. But these are the subtypes. Like this. Streptococcus pneumoniae only, these two types are, but these two are very minute changes they have, very minute differences they have. So those two are known as strains. So in the first strain, he observed it is looking smooth, and in the second strain, he observed it is looking rough. It is looking rough. For example, this is the bacteria. It have the outer mucus layer. Mucus is a gel-like material. Mucus. This is outer layer he observed. So that's why we call as a smooth strain. And here the smooth strain is different from the rough strain because the rough strain does not have this mucus layer. That's why it is looking like a rough. Okay. Now he had taken these two strains and he started his experiment. So what is that experiment? We will see now. Listen carefully. This is very important experiment. We have to observe each and every step carefully. Now, first of all, what he had taken? He had taken a smooth strain, S strain, and he had taken that bacteria and he injected into a mice. Now, after some time, the mice was died because this pneumonia causes severe lung infection. Pneumonia. The disease is known as pneumonia. And in the case of COVID-19 also, the virus is infecting the lungs and it is also leading to some type of pneumonia only. With pneumonia, what will happen? The lungs, entire lungs was filled with either bacteria, and in the case of COVID-19, it is filled with the virus. And the exchange of gases, carbon dioxide and oxygen, does not happen because the lungs are already infected with these type of pathogens. So as a result, we are getting shortage of oxygen. Now that is the problem we are facing in our country. We don't have oxygens. Oxygen cylinders also very less available in our country at this position. That much dangerous pneumonia is. This is caused by either bacteria or some type of viruses like SARS-CoV-2, that is coronavirus. Okay. Now, in mice also, it affected the lungs, and as a result, the mice was died when he injected S strain, smooth strain. And the second experiment, he injected R strain into the mice, rough strain. Mice was alive. It doesn't die. That means R strain does not leads to the death of mice. Only S strain leads to death of mice. Now again, he extended his experiment. And what he did? He injected now heat killed S strain. That means he had taken this type of bacteria and he boiled up to maximum temperatures. As a result, the bacteria was died. Now, what he did? He did injected the heat killed S strain into the mice, and now the mice was alive because here the bacteria was killed, so it doesn't cause any disease, pneumonia in the mice. So as a result, mice was alive. Now, in the fourth experiment, what he did? He injected heat killed S strain along with R strain. See the difference. He injected heat killed S strain and R strain into the mice, and as a result now mice was died. See here, if he alone injected the R strain, mice was alive. If he alone injected the heat killed S strain, the mice was alive. But if he mixed these two, the mice was dead. So how it was possible? That means, again here something is transforming. Something happened here. So what is that? See here, the pneumonia is caused by the S strain, and you have to now observe the difference between S strain and R strain. S strain is having outer mucus layer and R strain does not have. The mucus layer containing strain only killing the mice. But here the S strain was killed and the R strain was killed, but if they both are injected, the mice was died. That means here something is transformed into a dangerous phase. that means virulent phase. So what is the change? He guessed that some genes, something changed this R strain into S strain, and that leads, this is the R strain, that was transformed into the smooth strain by something. That's why then only it will be killed. Otherwise, if both these two are not transformed into something else, the mice will not be killed. So what is a transformed material? So up to here he made a conclusions like this, but he cannot explain what it is. So what is the transforming material? What made the R strain to kill the mice? That means here some genetic material of the R strain was changed. That change was given by the S strain, because only these two are there in the media, and they are injected into the mice, and then as a result the mice was died. That means from this heat killed S strain, something is came to the R strain, and as a result of that, this R strain was changed into the smooth strain, and now that smooth strain leads to the death of mice. So that is transforming. That means this original R strain was transformed into the S strain, leads to the death. So these are the conclusions given by the Frederick Griffith by the great transformation experiments. And the further scientists was confirmed that the DNA was transformed from one generation to the next generation, and that transformed the R strain into the S strain and leads to the death of the mice. So the next scientists who made their contributions valuable, see here, you have to appreciate. Now everything is there. Due to technology was also increased, and the availability of the infrastructure is also increased. But in 1900s, 1910, 1930s, nothing is there. Even at the difficult times also, they made this much great experiments. So how dedicated they are. Now everyone can do with this much of available infrastructure. So much technology was increased. But at that time, if they didn't give this much contributions, now the living world, then the humans are somewhere else. The antibiotics will not be developed. See, you know the history of how penicillin was made. Penicillin injection. It is an antibiotic. If it is not there, so many lakhs of people has been killed so far due to attack by the different types of bacterial diseases. So these are the great scientists. You have to appreciate their work, appreciate their contributions for the welfare of human world. Okay, now see here. The Griffith had made his contributions and he demonstrated that experiment. And now some scientists, they have to know what is the biochemical characters. Either it is protein, either it is RNA, either it is DNA. What is it is transformed from one generation to the another generation. So the scientists Oswald Avery, Colin McLeod and Macleay McCarthy, these are the scientists demonstrated the biochemical nature. What is the molecule that is transferred from that is responsible for the transformation. So how they made? They have taken different types of enzymes. Those are proteases and those are RNases and DNases. So what are these? The proteases are the enzymes which will digest every protein present in the cell, as they will break down the protein. RNAs, they will digest, they will break down the RNA present in a cell. DNAs, it will digest the DNA present in the cell. Now, they have repeated the transformation experiment again. Means, for example, they had taken the Streptococcus pneumoniae, and they had treated those cells with proteases, and they injected the same cell into the mice. They injected the same cell into the mice. As a result, the transformation was done and the mice was died. Okay, the smooth variant, they digested with the proteases and injected the remaining cell into the mice, and the transformation was happened because the mice was died. And they had taken some group of Streptococcus pneumoniae and they digested with RNases, and the remaining cell parts they injected into the mice, and the mice was died. That means here also the transformation takes place. And they had taken third time, they digested the cells with the DNases. They digested the cell with DNases. As a result of that, mice was not died. That means here the transformation was not done. As a result of that, the mice was alive. So here they had described that, they made a conclusion that the DNA is a material that is transforming here from smooth, the R strain that is not virulent, not pathogenic, but the S strain having some genes. Those genes are transformed into the R strain and make the R strain to synthesize a mucus coat. That mucus coat will be the reason for the death of mice. So this is how biochemically they had described that the DNA is the genetic material that is transforming from one cell to another cell, or one type of strain to the another type. So this is how biochemically they had demonstrated. And another scientist, they have conducted a transduction experiments. They had done a transduction experiments. So what are those? A transduction experiment that was given by Hershey and Chase. Hershey and Chase, they had given the transduction experiment. Here, one thing we have to know. Bacteriophage. What is bacteriophage? Bacteriophage is a virus. It is a type of virus that infects bacteria. That infects bacteria. Because bacteria is somewhat larger than the virus. The virus can easily enter into the bacterial cell and cause a damage there. So that virus is known as bacteriophage. And the virus which infects animals, zoophage. The virus which infects the plants, phytophage. The virus which infects fungi, those are called as mycophage. So these are the different type of phages. Okay. Now, he had taken some bacteriophage and some bacteria, that is E. coli, and demonstrated that DNA is only transforming, and that is transducing, and that is leads to the disease. So how he demonstrated in his experiment, we will see in detail. First of all, he had taken bacteriophage, its structure is and this is the genetic material. Now, we have taken two group of virus, same virus only. Two group of viruses, and he cultured the virus in separate plate. He cultured the virus in separate plate, and in the medium, nutrient medium, here he had taken sulfur S35 radioisotope, and he allowed the virus to grow in this medium. As a result of that, what will happen here? Actually, the phosphorus is present in the DNA. Yesterday we discussed in the DNA structure, phosphate groups. So here what will happen, after some generations, it is started dividing, and after some generations, the phosphorus radioisotope will appear in the genetic material. Radioisotope, what is the use of radioisotope? It will give the fluorescence, lightning. So to demonstrate where that material is, our desired material, where it is. So to find out that, we will fill the medium with the radioisotope. That is here phosphorus. Understanding? And here in the case of, here given S35 sulfur isotope. Sulfur is present in the cell wall, not in the DNA. DNA does not contain sulfur. So this radioactive sulfur, after some generations, it is observed in the cell wall. Understanding? Now, he had taken this group of virus and he had taken this group of virus, and he started the experiment. So what is that experiment? He had taken bacteria, that is E. coli bacteria. This is one experiment, this is another experiment. And he had infected this bacteria with this virus. And here the virus which is containing S35. And here the virus is containing P30. So slowly what happened? The virus infected this bacteria. So first step, this is known as infection. And the second step, in the second step, here also DNA is there and here also DNA is there. In the second step, what happened? Here the viral DNA along with the bacterial DNA is present. That means during infection, this DNA is entered here, and this one also entered here along with the bacterial DNA. The process of infection. Now, at this time, this is known as blending. And in the third step, centrifugation. Centrifugation means rotating with a high speed. In present, we can keep those cells in a special vial and we will rotate it. So due to centrifugal force, the molecules of different weights, they are separated. Like curd, we will add milk in the curd and we will do like this. So after some time what will happen? The butter will come. The cheese will come. So that is centrifugation. Due to centrifugal force, the materials with different weights and different density, they will be separated. So like this also, we will do centrifugation. Now what will happen? These are radioactive materials. We can easily find out where they are. After centrifugation, what will happen? For example, after centrifugation, listen carefully. After centrifugation, we conducted this one in a tube, and after centrifugation, materials with different density, they will form according to their weights and densities. And here also now here in the supernatant they had observed S35. Lighting is coming here, but not here. Here the cells are there. Here no lighting. But here cells are there. Here lighting is observed. P35. Here no lighting. That means from outside it is present. Now outside the bacterial cell it is present. But here no lighting. But here in the cells we are observing lighting. That means fluorescence. That means here we injected DNA with fluorescence. That means DNA is only entered here. And here no lighting. Because DNA we will not made it radioactive. Only the protein coat we made it DNA, fluorescence. So that's why fluorescence is observed here. So cell coat is present here of the virus, but the virus DNA is present here. But in this case we didn't use radioactive DNA. Here lighting not observed because here cell coat we didn't apply radioactive isotope. And here in the bacterial cell we are observing the fluorescence because the DNA is transformed here. So by this transducing experiment, Hershey and Chase have made it concluded that the DNA is only the genetic material that is transforming from outside to inside, or from one strain to another strain, or from one cell to another cell. It is not a protein, it is not a RNA, that is only the DNA. It is only transforming from one generation to another generation. This is about the transduction, transduction, transforming, and the biochemical characterizations of the genetic material. So by these experiments they have concluded that yes, it is the DNA that is transforming, that is transferring, that is transducing. Understanding? So this is about these three different types of experiments. And we have to know the importance of RNA also. RNA will not be transferred from one generation to one generation, but RNA is responsible for the formation of proteins. It is responsible for the formation of transcription. Transcription means what? From DNA to mRNA. And translation means what? From mRNA to different types of proteins. So in the next topics we will discuss about how the DNA is replicated. How one strand of DNA or two strands of DNA will use the daughter DNA. So that is known as the replication process. What is how the DNA is replicated and makes multiple copies. And after that we will see the transcription process and the protein formation, that is translation process, and genetic code we will see. And later we can discuss about a human genome project. So make clear about these three experiments, and if you have any doubts you can text me in the chat box. Thank you so much.